Welcome to this week's video. Blast from the past. I'd like you to have a go at the blast from the past question that's on Microsoft Forms. As it says there, you might need to log in if you've not already done so. Use your school email address and your normal school password. Click submit at the bottom, and then when finished, come back to this video. Welcome back. What we're going to do this week is we're going to look at understanding the client brief in a little bit more detail, and there's some questions for you to complete afterwards, which is on Show My Homework. So Youth is a new youth centre. It's opening up ready for the start of the new school year in September, so that there is somewhere for teenagers to go in the evening. It's a joint project between local youth workers and the police community support officers. You've been asked to develop a number of pre-production documents to do this. You are to create advertising material to help promote the new youth centre. That could be whatever you think. One of the questions asks you what sort of material can you create. So I'd like you to consider different types of options so that you're not missing anything out. So some of the pre-production documents you might include are things like mind maps. You've all done mind maps before, so think about what might need to be included in the mind map, how you link things together, remembering your nodes and your subnodes, etc. Other thing you might want to consider is a mood board. Think about why we use mood boards, what you might include. So what other pre-production documents can you think of? So, how could you advertise a new youth centre? Consider examples such as flyers, simple things that you pass out in the street. There are other methods as well, such as radio adverts. Sometimes we don't think about people listening to the radio, but many people do. What sort of things might you want to include in your pre-production documents? Consider relating your answer to the brief for inclusion. As you can see, I've highlighted a few words here. You might want to include some of those. Think about the county logo. In our case, Derbyshire. Is it something that's relevant? Is there a more local thing you could include? There might be a youth centre logo that they're trying to develop so that people are aware of it. What other things might you want to include in the pre-production document? Other things you might need to consider for inclusion into what you're doing is the audience. Who are you wanting to aim the material at? Is it a younger audience, an older audience? You need to make sure that what you are going to create is suitable for that audience. You might think about location. Where is the youth centre located? How can people get there? Transport links, etc. If there's anything else you need to consider, think about the list of 6 things that we talked about a few weeks ago in one of the pieces of work you did. What else? That is totally up to you. I'd like you to consider what actions you might need to take. On Show My Homework, there's a task. There's about 5 questions in the task. What I'd like you to do is read the task carefully, put as much into your answer, but I don't want one-word answers. I would like you to explain and justify. Maybe use benefits and drawbacks, positives, negatives, but I'd like you to sort of put an explanation into your answer to make sure that everything is explained properly. That's the end of the lesson. I'll look forward to receiving your work as soon as possible.